we are not doing Kaan Masti. Sorabh is taking it upon himself.
He's doing
like,
it.
I'll help
Thank
these
you.
guys.
Also, I know. And also a lot
That's
of people
very
out
kind.
there, you can see that Sorabh is trying his best and
I think the blame falls on the
yeah.
guy who's running ghost stories.
the guy is running everything. We are just his workers. That's all.
We're just there, when he feels the need to.
Jose, tell us what's been the toughest challenge working with these two
Yes,
veterans?
working with them, yes.
Okay, today, this episode, what we're going to do is I went through the top page of Quora
Nice.
and Reddit
Nice.
and to answer questions, okay?
Oh.
And we'll answer some of the big questions and we'll just open it out, okay?
We'll
Now, the
try.
First one is, what are the controversies created by Kareena Kapoor? That's the first question. And the first question comes is about Narayan Murthy and Kareena Kapoor. Okay, this is an old story, but it's a hilarious story. Basically, what happened was Narayan Murthy was giving an interview, and he said the other day I was coming to London, and next to me was Kareena Kapoor, and many people came and said hello. She didn't even bother to react. I was a little surprised. Whoever came to me, I stood up and we discussed for a minute and a half, and that's what they were also expecting. And then Sudha Murthy is like, but she has more fans than you. Basically, she's telling Narayan Murthy that, and he's like, no, you should give courtesy and all. Now, this is the story, okay? And this led to users talking about how Narayan Murthy they met Narayan Murthy at the airport, and he told them, please go away. And then people said, Kareena Kapoor, I used to like her, and she's not a fan. So I just want to know that as a person who's seen like celebrities, what do you find about this whole ownership of like I deserve time with you? Let's start with the most popular person here, Cyril. How is it?
Yeah. I mean, see, basically, let me tell you that I was on the top of his mountain, 4,200 meters above sea level.
Nice.
And then this guy comes up to me, he's like, Cyrus. Then we got the wrong guy.
You should have taken it and said, yeah.
So he's like, no, Jose Cyrus. So I was like, okay, at least you got one name right, which is Jose's. And then he insisted on taking a photo and everything like that. And I was freezing, we were dying, we were literally like stuck out there. And so what is the question?
I think you just wanted to talk about going to the mountains.
I want to throw that out there. But yeah, I feel like celebrities getting their own time or this as, whatever. It's important sometimes. Sometimes you're not always in the best place and you need a little space. But it's difficult for anyone who wants your attention to know that as well. So it's a give or take situation. I don't know why I'm salivating right now. It's a give or take situation.
He's hungry.
like some bear from the mountain.
It's a give or take situation. It's tricky because, like, say with Nara, Nara got offended by the fact because he is a successful entrepreneur. She is a successful actress, and that she didn't say hi to him. But I mean, it's a big deal, man. Maybe she was not Kareena Kapoor to start off with. Or she was.
He thought he saw someone.
He thought he saw Kareena Kapoor. Maybe someone with light eyes. He's like, Kareena.
That's the twist.
Yeah, that's the twist in the
And
story.
poor Kareena, she must have been replying to messages. Kahan ho tum? Dude, come on, kitna time flight we aur kabhi
So it was Saif Ali Khan pretending to be Kareena Kapoor.
No, Saif Ali Khan is messaging us, so she's busy looking there.
They're on phosphatic acid. Whatever we want to do. It's like, I'm safe.
Saif was dressed up. So was Saif. So Nara thought he saw Kareena, but it was actually Saif out there. Now it explains everything.
But here's my question. If you saw Kareena Kapoor and Narayan Murthy, whose selfie would you actually be keen on taking?
Kareena.
No, I will go Narayan.
Yeah, for sure.
Narayan Murthy, see, if he funds me for my projects, I got a few film projects. Sir, if you're watching, please, some little money, if you can give me 100, 200 crores, we'll set up a great business for you. NM Films, Narayan Murthy Films.
Oh, shite. That's amazing.
I put it out there in case he's watching us. I'm sure he is.
I'm sure he is.
Hashtag Narayan
I feel
Murthy.
like it's about how approachable they are. Like if I saw Suresh, I'd be like, oh my god, can I get a picture with Suresh? Because
100%.
he's so much of fun when he's doing his other stuff. Don't stare at me like that. And I'd go up, but if I saw like Narayan Murthy or even a Kareena Kapoor, I'd be scared because, or maybe a little like, oh no, do they want to be spoken with? Yeah. But your original question was, should the fans get in that space? I think it's fair, that whole ownership, because they're huge fans, they care, and you're bringing some kind of joy into their life. So I think that part is fair, but without crossing a line where you go, hey, picture lena sale. Then I've seen some celebrities getting really pissed off at things like that.
Yeah, dude, it's happened like.
And then people are like, hey, देख कितना घमंड है इसका. That dude has come and he's grabbed the guy and put the phone in his face like that. I think was it.
It was one of the South.
I think it was Sunny Deol.
Photo
lena.
They had a compilation of like it was like I think 6 back-to-back actors just pushing away, and I'm like, yeah, it's invasive, bro. You know, and
It is a bit
ask for
invasive.
permission before you say, hey, can I take a photo? And then
Also, now a lot of these concepts where we say this is invasive and this is how etiquette should be and all.
He's got
Some penis joke, of course. You know how it is? It's chaos, right? So many people and all. Nobody knows what's really happening. People are bumping into each other. Then you'll see one bodyguard pushing someone. And then people are like, "Arey, dekh kitna ghamand hai inka. Ye celebrity isko mara and all." That guy's just like, I don't think they even know what's happening around them.
No, but you're right about
Wait, so
this.
you're gonna
But
make a
basic
business joke?
decency should not.
No. But no, like you said, right, the basic decency is always there, right? It's a temperamental thing, right? Sometimes you might be having a great day, okay to talk to 100 fans. Sometimes you're not. But you can't really blame the fans either. They you're not wearing a notice out there. I mean, like, look for these two guys, right? I grew up watching them, okay, and their content. And they're such sweet guys when they go out and talk to, who's that? His wife.
May I take my wife's call?
Yeah, please.
She heard your comment. Yeah.
Sure, my comment. That's good.
We'll pause at this point, yeah.
Pause.
But talking about this topic, so there's a like, I mean, I understand the invasive personal space and all, because there's a video that surfaced of Ricky Ponting in India, okay, and he's just being very, very courteous and being very patient with people coming in for photographs and whatever. And this one guy comes, just grabs him and kisses him in the cheeks, okay. And it was very, very awkward.
Damn.
And then they interviewed the guy afterwards, and he's like, Ricky Ponting is a great captain, and in India we like to kiss. And everybody's like, nobody does that.
Nobody does that.
What are you talking
And especially after COVID and all, bro. Come on,
Yeah.
stop it.
Yeah, I feel like people sometimes abuse that sense of accessibility to a celebrity, right? And I mean, it's not like everyone does it, but yeah, that one incident now will make Ricky Ponting more guarded about meeting more fans going ahead, right? And that's about it.
But in general, the public also, because of that power dynamic, they start saying, "Arey, dekh celebrity kya chutya aadmi hai usne."
Yeah, but it happened to Suresh, right? I mean, but he was kissing the
He was
public.
doing the kissing.
Yeah.
I'm tracking that.
He's like, "Sir, एक selfie." नहीं, kissing कर सकते हैं.
And then कौन है आप? You know? But I've seen Shah Rukh handle this very well.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a master.
He's
of it.
so good. And he came on a flight. I was sitting. And he came and he was looking very tired. Just before the flight takes off, the celebs have got this special window that they come in, and he sat there very quietly. But by the time he looked very tired, he was wearing his glasses, and he just sat there. This lady got up and said, "Sir, can I click a photograph with you?" He got up like a gentleman. He said, "Of course, sure." You know, and he didn't stop anyone.
And then he said, "Do you know how tired I am?"
Then when the plane landed, that's the time I disturbed him. He was sleeping throughout the flight. Then I said, "Hi." So he said, "Why didn't you tell me that you were there?" I said, "Sitting right behind you, looked very tired." Then अच्छा हुआ मैं सो गया था. Then when he got down to go towards the baggage, my goodness, people saw him in Delhi and they went mad.
Yeah.
But this guy patiently was addressing him, picking up children in his arms, and just not bothered about.
No, I mean, he's a genius, but also the thing is that, like, over time I've realized, like, there was a comedian I was hanging out with, and he just doesn't like selfies, because he's like, I just don't like it. And I'm like, so you're different personality traits. Everybody doesn't have to be that same person. Some people who are in the arts are also introverted. They don't want that. Like, Shah Rukh is a master, dude. He's so
He does it very well, yeah.
Dude, once I was in a flight and somebody just started stroking my head from behind. I was like, what is happening? And I turned around and the air hostess is like, are you Sorabh? And I'm like, is that how you confirm?
What, really?
Wow.
A few years back.
That's so weird.
Anyway, I'm married now.
And
That's
actually
all it
number
takes.
To the air hostess.
Okay, this is the next one. This is another thing which came in Quora, which is under the section of universal truths and facts of life. Okay, so
Yes.
this is a story. There was a French city where during the Middle Ages, the women had an odd habit. In the morning, married women would put a small dose of poison in the breakfast they had prepared for their husbands. Later on, when the men returned home during the evening, they would be given the antidote.
Yeah.
And so the idea was that it would make the men feel longing for home and come back.
Yeah.
And now I tried to figure out if this is a real story or no. Because half these stories are fake and there's no way to disprove or prove this story. A lot of people are like, it could be. So now what do you think? And do you think this is happening to us? What do you think of the strategy, first of all?
No doubts in the food that's being served nowadays at home.
Seems poisonous.
Poisonous. She doesn't want me to come back.
I've been throwing up after
There is no
lunch every
antidote.
day.
She's giving you the antidote. She's like,
Antidote में नहीं. It's just poison and then say, go out, yaar, go take your time and come back आराम से.
Okay.
yeah,
Some
but
freaky shit, bro.
Yeah,
Like Black Mirror stuff.
Yeah. But also it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but how would he know? Na? Poisoning हो गया घर
No,
वापस
but
जाता हूँ.
back in the medieval days, when you were young, they apparently they used to have small doses of poison to make yourself immune to threats and stuff like that. But I don't know if that transcended into your wife poisoning you, so you come back for the antidote, because you can go back to someone else's wife and she'll have the antidote as well.
And then her husband comes and he's like, he dies at the doorstep.
He dies because so.
Hey, maybe that's where the term food poisoning came from.
Yeah.
No? Wasn't it?
Yeah, the food was okay.
Correct. Okay.
लगता है इसको food poisoning हो गया है, you know?
Nice.
This is like the medieval version of he's just not that into you. So here's some poison away. When he comes back, he'll still love me. You know. Shit, crazy.
Yeah, but it was actually that would be a pretty cool tactic to keep your husband and wife, I mean your partner, in check, because if you had the antidote, you have to come back.
Hey, no, maybe that they're not said the whole thing. So this was a special poison which you feed your husband. Okay, now he goes out and he's having an affair. So the moment somebody dies in his office, she knows that he's been having sex with her.
But he's not dying.
No, he's
the
not
other
dying.
person is
So
dying.
it's I told you, it's
He's
a
a
special
carrier.
poison.
It's special.
Transferred to somebody
Affects
else.
your
Special poison.
sperms. And
So in
you
the
know,
medieval time when this was happening, they had offices.
so that time they had some place where they go for work. Nah. He said going for work. Maybe going for war somewhere.
His sperm has become so toxic that it's just killing people.
And kills that lady. So you're having a affair with Sheila. How did you know? She just died.
The funeral is at 4 o'clock. This is terribly
They had
dark.
a Bollywood song about this, right? Ladki, zahar ki ladki.
Zahar ki
Zahar ki ladki, very
I
nice.
will delete this joke.
Lovely.
Please keep it.
The last 45 minutes you can delete.
That's a good story, sort of.
Yeah, it's a great
I don't
story.
think it's real. I really don't think it's real.
Yeah, even
I mean, who knows? The rest of them be dead now.
But if we investigate, we'll know of some correlation between women who died that time. When this particular lady's husband has gone out for work.
Yeah.
Work.
Okay, here's the next one. This is applicable to two people here. This is one of the questions on Reddit, which is, what are the best products to stop hair fall, dandruff, premature graying, and regrow your hair?
I'll tell you.
Yeah, Cyril, please go ahead.
He's just one person. What do you mean?
Okay, this is the next one. Who's the best cricket commentator and why?
Oh, we're not answering the previous one.
You want to answer it? Go for
No,
it.
what was the question exactly?
The question was, what are the best products to stop hair fall, dandruff? And people had all the theories. People are talking about onion oil. Then one guy was talking about some product that he uses, helped his hair come back, and some rubbish.
But if it's hereditary, I don't think there's much you can do, right?
No, but onion juice, apparently you crush it and put it on your hair.
Oh, is it? I have no
Supposedly.
idea.
But it clearly didn't work for me.
It doesn't have the hair, but the smell makes you forget that you don't have hair.
Hey, but maybe that's a theory over there. You have onion ka juice on your hair and you go to sleep next to your wife, and your wife sort of says, "This is it. I can't take this anymore. We have to sleep in separate rooms." And then suddenly your hair is growing properly.
Oh, so it's a wife
So it
who
was
was causing the
stress.
problem.
Nice, very nice.
Lovely.
It's a good theory.
Yeah, it's a good theory.
theory.
That's the
It's
thing.
the ulta of the poison one.
Yeah.
Works out.
Yeah. No, but I mean, since we're talking about hair, I remember that the first time that me and Sorabh actually bonded was in a channel that we were working called Channel V.
I remember
And then
that. I
he
was in
says,
school
okay,
that time.
man, and we were working on daily.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Well played, sir.
I was in school that time.
Full circuit is
Full
good.
circle back. And I remember he was like, our office is in Andheri East. He's like, okay, we're going to go to this place. And I said, where are we going? So he said, we're going to Dr. Batra's. So I was like, where are we going to Dr. Batra's? He said, come. So he didn't tell me anything. So me and he have gone trekking to Dr. Batra's in Andheri East. And Sorabh has actually gone to Dr. Batra's. And I shit you not, I was there to get a refund check. Okay, a refund check from Dr. Batra's
Really?
for the hair treatment that didn't help him. Yeah, didn't help him at all. And I was like, man, he's the only guy who I know has got a refund from Dr. Batra's. It was amazing. I feel like that was a
really?
great.
Yeah, I gave them $9,000 and then I got $900 back or something. I was like, also I just told the guy, I'm like, listen, it's not working. Obviously, I'm sure it may have worked for somebody else, but not me.
Yeah. I just feel like in the case of all dandruff, everything, I think it comes down to two things. One is this, and again, I could be wrong, but this, I think, diet and hygiene. I think these are the two things that are very important.
He was like, sir, we asked you to put the oil on your head. But still here's 900 rupees as a refund.
Yeah. And by hygiene, I mean this like general like hair massage, I don't know.
No, the guy was showing me charts and it was very funny. Were you there at the time when he was drawing charts on the
No,
whiteboard?
no.
On the whiteboard, I said, hey, my hair is still falling after like 9 months of using this. And he's like, drawing me charts, like, see, this is how much your hair would have fallen. And because of my treatment, this is how much it's fallen. And I'm like, but it's still falling.
See, now it's not falling this way, it's falling this way. You know, it's like beautiful.
It's going horizontally.
It's like autism nowadays.
Oh, shit.
But you can go to Turkey to get things sorted out nowadays.
Yeah.
I heard, yeah. They're pretty good.
Okay, here's the next question. This dude in sleeper train is playing loud Rakhi music at full volume. What do I do? This is a question on Reddit.
What is Rakhi music though? What does that
Like
mean?
music, that was my first question. And I thought, is it Rakhi?
Acha, music
about
celebrating Raksha Bandhan.
Yeah, about
Raksha
Raksha
Bandhan,
Bandhan.
yeah.
About like, about...
बहना ने भाई की कलाई पे प्यार बांधा है रात
Suresh
को
is
सोने
well
दो
versed in the
Yeah.
music. I didn't
Suresh's
think there was an
Spotify
actual
playlist.
answer. That's
I'm a bad
amazing.
singer, please excuse me.
Spotify
Damn good,
playlist.
Suresh. Wow.
No,
Lovely.
but also like how nostalgic are you getting about Rakhi that you have to play music loudly? I mean,
some
there's like
desperation.
4 songs, right?
100%. You should take his phone and tell the TC to come and take it off.
So what happened? They had a problem with this in the train.
In the train. So he
Yeah,
recorded a video of a
very.
guy on the top of the sleeper just playing loud Rakhi based music. And he's like, what do I do here?
I would be okay with some entertainment in the train. I mean, you know what I mean? You know what it's like in the
He has
train.
gotten up, he's
Stuck
set
like
up his
that.
camera and all this. I was waiting for some content.
No, you're stuck like that. Say, Jogeshwari aa gaya? Fuck.
अच्छा ये local train नहीं
Yeah.
passenger train berth
Oh,
berth.
acha.
Jose's
That's not right.
Jose's never seen a train.
He's not seen a train. Have you ever traveled by train, Jose?
Yeah.
I just
Like
told you a
sleeper
story
class?
where I was stuck
Once
like
they
this.
bring one.
Train
I
but
went
a
to
sleeper class,
Jogeshwari.
man, not local
Yeah.
trains.
Sleeper
Of course, of course.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Tell us about it.
Yeah.
When you go inside the
How many
train,
meals does a train have?
many. Go inside, sleep on top. It's what the fuck.
Oh yeah, you were traveling when they had those cold trains, right?
They're called cargo trains. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I think like sometimes you just got to. It's not about the music. It's about the fact that everyone's traveling.
Basic
and-
decency.
Basic decency. Man, it's like a plane. Like you know, you have people, like a kid's making noise, and you put the kid in the toilet.
Yeah.
You know.
Get in the toilet is a great solution.
Train may can slip inside.
Yeah,
Watch
okay.
it.
No, I'm joking about the kid part. But at least like it's basic decency. I think you can't really just
Yeah.
play what you want at the end. That's why they invented headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
chill lounge music, maybe EDM,
Yeah,
EDM, yeah.
might add to the vibe in the train.
Some
that might be a good
Carl
idea.
Sagan.
Everybody is moving like this also.
Some ambient. Or you could just play
Some
like...
enigma.
If somebody's playing like romantic music, you just start playing songs about heartbreak just to kill their mood.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's like... That's what North Korea and South Korea do, right? Where
Yeah, they play music at each
Yeah,
other.
yeah.
They started putting garbage balloons across each other's.
But that was
गाड़ी
again our
वाला
idea.
आया
Yeah.
घर से कचरा निकाल
But वो भी अपना idea था.
अपना idea.
नहीं तो क्या स्पेस में सब पूरा गार्बेज
हाँ, Kaan Masti, correct. Always.
So
Kaan
they
Masti
also
is a
listen.
scientific podcast.
Yes, it is,
Absolutely.
it is.
It's
Such a lot of
been,
our inventions.
No, you don't give me credit, sir.
You
You can.
invented one in the last episode about
Yes,
the setting your shit on fire bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he
Well
knows a
done.
lot of it. Cyril also.
Because I want to help the world, it's not
Yeah.
about entertainment
But
or
you
jokes.
shouldn't do these things at home though. Jose. You should at least consult.
And I should not have taken the neighbor's poop to test it. I agree, that was wrong, but science requires.
Especially while it was coming out.
Yeah.
Science
Holding a
requires
lighter.
some
Yeah.
pushing the envelope.
Agree.
Yeah.
Why is the envelope in
This is the envelope that Suresh had given us in the previous
semen?
He's not opening at all. It's stuck now.
Great.
Okay, here's a question that is for Suresh.
Yeah.
What's wrong with today's generation?
What is not wrong? What is not wrong? Everything is wrong. Every day they are only making videos over there, and they are saying that they are influencers. Who are they influencing? Who are these people? Rascals, go home and study. That's all. Everything is wrong with this generation.
Go home and study.
Everything hurts them. They are too sensitive. They do not know how to fend for themselves. Every small thing you see, they have to complain to someone, so it's put out on the net, and you can see it out there. And some people have complained about ridiculous things. So a lot of things are wrong.
And the twerking also.
And twerking also. The palms are going up and down like the left and right and left.
Your feed is filled with that, right?
I enjoy it. That's a different thing. At my age, it helps me to go and urinate properly.
Urinate properly after watching twerking.
Yeah, because it's ridiculous. No, but lot of things are wrong. I think it's because there are many things they got access to.
Yeah.
Apne time, I think news was only from newspapers. But as everything is controlled, they say, in whatever news we read and whatever content is put out, everything is controlled by that. So then you have people fighting with each other randomly for no reason. If you don't agree with somebody's political point of view, you become the enemies. And the best is to stay away from everything. You know?
And everyone.
And everyone. That's the best thing. So that's why, that explains why I got less followers on Instagram.
That's
and
why he went to the mountains.
And he went to the mountains. But there, he created some reels so that he can have more followers once he comes back.
Slowly
And
I
from
keep
the
on posting
mountains.
those as we
Yeah,
go
see,
by.
he will.
But just tell me something. I mean, like, to the point, Suresh, because I totally agree with that. Like, there is absolutely. But do you think this is the nature of evolution? Because our parents, their parents didn't agree with them. Our parents didn't agree with us. We don't agree with the new generation. New generation doesn't agree with us. It's a constant evolution of.
Yeah.
It's
Like
our way.
the
Our
natural
guys are
progression.
past.
Our time,
Yeah.
parents अपने time में तो TV था ही नहीं.
Correct.
Doesn't mean that you keep on watching it. So in our
Correct.
time, we are telling our kids, we didn't have cell phones during our time, and you are constantly on your cell phone. It's not the right
That's a
thing to
great
do.
point. Yeah.
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 That's a
So
parallel.
it just keeps on growing. Get
So,
next
what's
what?
the.
No, but
Parallel.
A parallel.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the constant problem, right? Like older generations don't understand us.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Us
Like, I
young
mean,
people,
me, yeah. I'm
like,
a
today's generation.
Gen bubble.
I understand you guys.
Now
New
AI.
generation.
Now there's
Gen
AI
bubble.
generation.
Riz.
Now it's the AI generation also.
Hey,
Right?
no cap, but you do cap. You are having cap. Both of you are
Dude,
cap.
so they were having a discussion in the green room at Habitat, okay? And they're like, "Arey, kya hota hai? Stitch in time." And then they're looking at me, they're like, "Arey, आपको मालूम होगा, आपकी generation का proverb है." So apparently proverbs are a thing for my generation. So Samir is like,
Stitch in
"Arey, आपको
time.
proverb है?" So I'm like, "Saves 9." He's like, "Ah, मालूम था." So,
Proverbs.
proverb is.
No, but I
it's
agree
not
with them.
generation.
I mean, grammar was maybe our generation. Now it's a BR2, A217. I have
Yeah,
no
oh,
freaking
man.
clue what the hell that is. I try. But
I think I didn't graduate after the LOL. LOL.
no, I still
So now
use
things are
LOL.
becoming more
Lots of
more
love.
difficult.
Lots
Yeah,
of
yeah,
love,
yeah.
Lots of love, yeah.
Lots of love. Oh, that's what LOL means.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you don't know that? Yeah.
I mean, I can't say it on this.
अपने time पे
Podcast.
we couldn't tell our girlfriends I love you very openly, so that was a code number which was 143. I LOVE 4-letter word, U 3-letter
you
word.
use on
143.
pages.
But listen, in
143.
Bandra,
pager के time हम लोग chits के time
But
में
that
थे
could also
भाई.
be I fuck him.
Oh,
It could be.
see, this is what exactly is wrong with this
This
generation.
generation, I'm telling you.
but in Bandra that means something completely different. I43, 143. Here's 143.
I 4-3, 2-4-3, 2-4-3, 3-4-3.
So thankfully मैं बैंड्रा में किसी को ऐसा बोला नहीं.
Yeah.
So we have no followers of the young generation, so that's solved. Okay, here's another. Okay, this is a fun question. What is your high school? Let's say school. What is your school topper doing now? Do you remember who your school topper was and what are they doing right now?
Screwed. All of them are screwed.
Are they really? So my guy was a guy called Arjav Mehta who's now selling like really high-end jewelry in like Switzerland or something like that. Like
Oh,
he was
nice.
and he was a nice guy also. So like no complaints. He used to work hard. He used to get good marks. I'm like, earned it, man. Good job.
But what we've learned is that doing well in school has nothing to do with
Yeah.
how you
Turn out, yeah.
turn out
Yeah,
later.
like I see a lot of my like peers at that time who were like studious and all, and they look very sad nowadays. You know, very tired, exhausted. They probably have large families, maybe I don't know, but they look very like tired. But like we came from a school. The two of us in the same school. There are a lot of big sports stars that came out, right? Like so, like Viren Raskina and all these
I was
guys.
just going to mention Viren.
Yeah, you know, and so like they've done like really. I remember this one time we were there was something called assembly where you assemble and then they had a special speaker and this guy from our school was the copywriter. Sorry, it's not copywriter, the speech writer for Ronald Reagan.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, I was like fourth standard or third standard, and this guy was like one of those like top pass, and he used to write for the president of America and all. So I think like the school has had high benchmarks, but today's generation will probably be like, I don't know, top Counter-Strike player or you know, it's a different thing altogether.
most
But
followers or some shit.
most followers, most
yeah.
likes, but like we did have some
No,
decent
but
benchmarks.
You didn't have one particular topper who you know.
I mean, Viren Raskina was part of that generation.
But he was
like,
a topper in a school also.
He was a topper. He was sports
He was
academically.
topper, head
Yeah.
captain.
Yeah. He
all
was
kinds
pretty
of-
up there.
Academics,
Yeah.
you should address that question to me. So
Are you the topper from the school?
no, I'm not. I'm definitely not. But most of the toppers from my class of '82 school. They all done so well for themselves.
So
most of them are.
Fuck, I was born in 82, man.
So most of them are done really well for themselves. Some of them went on to work for NASA.
Nice,
Some of the
nice.
toppers actually became Air Force pilots, and they're all settled in US now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we do have a group, and I see the way they write also. Sometimes they have blogs that they do, and most of the time we are writing about our school, that St. Joseph's High School, Villepale.
Very 82 thing to still be writing blogs.
Yeah, but
It's
beautiful.
like-
But it's a language,
Yeah.
And sometimes when you read, you feel that you connect more visually also with something that is being described so beautifully.
Yeah,
I think those things are gone. Everything visual references, you have to just take your phone out, make a video, and send it out to whoever
Yeah.
you want to. But that written words, which are I think
The
even
written word
today,
is more thought out in
more
that
thought
sense.
out, and it comes from the heart.
Yeah.
How much did you guys get in your board exams? What is your 10th score?
Oh shit, I can't even remember.
Dude, mine was like, I remember my prelims, I got 39%, and then in the boards, I got 70.83, and it shocked everybody. I think they
Yeah.
were very lenient with marking. That's the only
Yeah.
explanation.
I think I was somewhere in the mid levels. I'm sure I scraped through like languages and all, but like everything else I was pretty good at. I didn't speak any language. Clearly.
Yeah.
I remember.
Sorry, what is that?
What?
I got thrown out of a line after my 10th when I was standing to get into BCom stream, commerce stream, and I was standing in the line. The pune comes up and says, "Kitna percentage mila?" There's 57.19, which I thought was decent enough.
Yeah.
And we didn't have the guts to give papers for remarking and all that stuff because we were scared. Jo mila, wohi le lo.
Yeah, वो कम हो गया तो.
कम हो गया तो that's the fear, typical that. So I was standing there and he said, "Sorry, आप यहाँ पे नहीं रुक सकते, आप जाइए." And sent me out of that. Was the most humiliating day of my life. But then thankfully he did that because I got into MMK.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I've been never regretted. Thank God. That's
Nice.
one of the
But,
best.
the pune was a method actor, but he was not even working on it.
He's the guy who just fucks with people who are standing in the queue.
He was second last in the list, and he's looking like, get rid of this guy.
He dressed up as a pune to get rid of everything.
Fuck, what a skit
great
this
story.
is.
That's a story.
Superb.
That's the 12th fail sequel, which is like
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Screwing over everybody.
We write that down.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
Great story. What about, you both went to the same school. So
Yeah.
I just want to know if anyone knows over here, what is the age, till what age can you give an IAS exams?
I think it's
28 or 35?
Sorabh
something like that. Yeah.
You should know.
They should allow us to give that exam all over again. Huh? Why not?
But we'll still not do well.
I think now you.
I think you're
now,
very
now,
hopeful that you
You
now
may
the
get
thing is,
irritated if a pune comes this time to you again.
no, now I think you can do well because your retention of memory, especially when you're reading and you're studying for something, is much higher.
Really? I feel like
don't know,
I'm going in the opposite direction.
I
I
don't
find
even wanna
my
go back
retention
and-
quite
Yeah,
high.
because I feel like the automation in the world nowadays is making us dumber. It's so weird. I had this conversation again in the mountains, randomly talking about how AI and technology is making us stupid as humans because our brains are no more now dependent on retaining information because you're so reliant on
Solutions are
information
easier
that's
to
already
find
there,
also.
right?
Yeah.
So your skill set is very minimalistic. How do you use a particular tool, and beyond that, you're not really caring
Yeah.
because the tool will do the work for you.
Yeah.
And I just feel like we're de-evolutionizing, and not everyone per se, but like a larger part of the population is not dependent on retaining information as a long-term thing.
Okay, so Suresh, you said that you can retain information. So I've got the UPSC question paper of general studies in front of me.
I just said I don't started studying, but still you can ask.
Okay, let's try.
Let's try. What the hell?
Let's try.
Okay, what is the significance of the Rola Satyagraha of 1919?
I know this one.
1990.
Thanks everyone for watching.
It's all
It's a
Dandi
great,
March.
great.
Was it?
Was it the Dandi March?
1919.
19,
1919. No, that should be closer to the 20s, 30s,
You're going to blur me
30s,
out during this
30,
part,
you're right, huh?
because
Yeah.
I can just see the comments.
Yeah, that you don't know anything. Yeah. Okay, I will ask a less controversial question. Okay. Okay, let's do this very tough to get over. What are the severe weather events and climate extremes associated with El Nino?
Yes.
Cyclone.
Hey, but
Heat.
तेरा निन्यो के साथ cyclone.
El Nino. No Nino.
Okay, but we'll do one last question. Let's see if this works. Okay. 1 second, wait. Arey yaar, these are all very controversial
taking
questions. Nothing-
seriously intellectual shit and fucking
gives
up.
justification for India's claim for permanent membership of the United Nations Security Council.
We're nice people. We're good.
Also, we're one of the largest democracies in the world, and we need to be heard. And we have got global presence all over, with such a lot of Indians working all over the globe today in major positions. I think India should be there in the Permanent Council of UN.
Yeah.
I think between the contestants, I think Cyril, you made it.
Yes.
The guy who was silent.
The guy who's silent is the one who makes it through in today's
The right
world.
answer was silence. Okay, we'll do one last question and then we'll get out of here. This is quite a fun one. This obviously this is engineering college. A lot of the questions on Reddit and Quora are like engineering college boys maybe, you know. And the question is, what simple truths, the sooner you accept them, the better your life will be.
Oh, brilliant one.
Right. So I'll tell you a few that people said, and this all honestly sounds like engineering students who've been through a lot. That some people won't like you, and sometimes for no reason.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But why?
No, but what? Do you have any simple truths that you're like, oh, you wish you had known earlier, or will help you in life? Like, actually, I mean, it's a philosophical question, but what is it? Like, mine is that your dreams will not come true. Just accept it.
No, I feel like you need to. Maybe you need to rewire. You need to basically say your dreams won't. Don't say your dreams won't come through. Just say that your dreams will keep on changing.
Yeah,
that's a better way. Then you're constantly the benchmark of that line is constantly within reach, but it's not fully gone, right? So your dream constantly changes, right? Today, everyone wants to be a billionaire, but you might. You know.
This is why this guy cracked the UPSC in the last question.
I did crack it, right? In the middle.
Just stared at the paper like that.
I did show my crack at the UPSC. How do you guys know this?
I think it's about, you know, when
One cares what you think.
That's one of the truths you have to know.
is that you might not be able to share your opinion every time.
And people may keep on interrupting when you're trying to give your opinion.
No, when we were younger, we had so much anguish around relationships and, she doesn't like me, or he doesn't love me enough, or whatever, or he's cheating on me with somebody else.
It's been many years.
Yeah, so I feel like when you're much younger, you put a lot of, and there's a lot of crying and stuff. But now that you're older, you realize that love is not. I mean, it's beautiful and it's great to have that in your life, and it can change your life completely. But it's not everything. People used to be like, "Arey, I can't live without you" and shit. Of course, you can live without other people. It's more fun sometimes.
Yeah, but there's more tragedy in love nowadays. Huh? Also,
there's more.
Left swipe.
Did you say love days? I love love days.
उसने मुझे क्या कर दिया?
Left swipe मार दिया उसने.
Left swipe, अच्छा.
The app generation.
App generation.
I tried it. This didn't work well for me.
Yeah.
No, I think I tried to get into. They said no, you're not allowed.
No.
Age restricted.
It's just.
Yeah.
Also, the amount of pressure that we received when we were younger, in terms of education and being so stressed about your books being complete, not doing well in exams and shit. There's so much pressure. I don't know what it is like in other countries, but here it's a big part of your life when you're growing up. So we were always stressed that shit, if I don't do well in my exams, my life is over and all that stuff. But now you realize that helps you with your basic stuff like counting money. You definitely need to know math, so you can count money, but it's not necessary that all that education is going to make you prosper later in life. The street smarts is more relevant.
It depends on what you pursued in life. It's like,
Also,
like
for sure,
I think
for
all
sure.
four of us are in the quote-unquote creative field.
Yeah.
Which is
For which you don't
Thank
need
God.
marks.
which is an exception to the normal. So it's not.
Yeah.
It's
No,
not
also
normal.
because when you think about it, all four of us, like, Suresh started like before television was invented, but like, what? I'm not allowed to do these age jokes?
After you can do it.
Suresh is
I was laughing.
television.
So he was in
Suresh is-
sales though. He was in
I was in
sales.
sales.
You were in
Yes.
sales,
Yes.
And then you transitioned to acting.
Yeah. I was fortunate.
Bro, he did door to door also.
That's
My
insane.
God.
Yeah.
Not fucking
Office to
around.
office. Crazy.
It
I
would be
mean,
great if you used to do characters in sales. Like aggregation.
No, the doorbell rings, the person opens the door and he's Sanjeev Kumar with no hand. And they're like,
मुझे मेरे हाथों के ऑपरेशन के लिए पैसे चाहिए प्लीज बाय दिस वॉशिंग मशीन फ्रॉम मी हे वाओ
लेकिन आपको बटन दबाना पड़ेगा.
that could have worked, man. Damn, I should have tried that out. Though I sold color televisions for Crown
that's pretty
Greaves,
cool. Crown, no?
Consumer electronics, home appliances. That means basically a washing machines, irons.
That's pretty cool.
You used to go door to door or what?
No, dealer to dealer mostly. So I had the onus of being the central side and the western side. So that's the only beautiful thing of being in Crompton. They gave the salesmen first class passes. Oh man, that green color pass is so different. So I used to put it in my pocket.
It's a bigger one, right?
So slightly outside also. Jan Bujke, so people know I'm a first class traveler. It made me feel good.
See, but look at the contrast. In those days, that was a big deal, and now Suresh is like business class.
Suresh, like this plane, they won't allow you to smoke.
I can't lie down naked.
The transition, right? Like Suresh from sales to like an actor to like being like, super successful in entrepreneur. Jose from a bar dancer to you know, a super successful.
I used to dance on a bar, not in a bar.
On top of it.
Yeah, thanks. You should have clarified.
Sorry.
Okay, I'll tell you a few more that people said. Okay, this is my troubles are of no concern to the outside world. This is what, and you know that these are students writing it.
Yeah.
Not all friendships last. If they wanted to, they would. That is one of the truths. I don't know
all
what that
friendships will
That's
last
true, that's
if
true.
they wanted to.
No. They just if the whole thing is if they wanted to, they would.
They took the question very personally.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is that.
If they wanted to, they would.
Yeah, and I was like, I still don't understand what that means.
And I hope she's reading this.
I love you, Sheetal.
That was a personal message. Moving on.
But it's what you said. You can't change the past, but you can decide what to do next. That's kind of nice.
That's a good one. That's so true.
Yeah.
And you can't trust your employer ever.
Oh, man.
That I think
Can
is.
you trust? But you've had good employers.
No, we've had fantastic employees, but I think that comes
I mean,
from.
I didn't, but I'm saying you.
Yeah, I did. The thing is, but it came from not trusting them. It came from preempting that lack of trust, right? So you basically, okay, Charlie, the 10 things is possible that he's going to or she's going to basically do it. So you kept yourself at a certain distance. So I feel like that.
Played the game, basically.
You played the game. You have to be ready. You can't just put a full trust in everyone because the more you expose yourself to someone, intentionally or unintentionally, you're going to get hurt then. And that, or you're going to feel
this is something that, remember when you read FM, Anurag Pandey had said this, he said you must practice detachment in attachment.
Yeah.
Which for us or did he say attachment in detachment? I can't remember.
Both make sense.
But back in the day, we were going to work like 24 hours a day.
Literally
go to
24
work, come back,
hours.
go back to work and like live.
We were manning the station in the night, sleeping
And
on the
it's-
floor.
But it's also because we were part of. It's also because we were part of setup, na. So we felt very close to it. We felt like we are building this. So, but you have to realize when you work in a corporate environment that it's business first. So the employees usually think it's
lot of passion, heart.
Which I also think the corollary there, the conundrum really is that you need that.
The rollers.
Your colleagues,
I went to the mountains.
Your colleagues got checked. No, but coming to that's the point, right? To his original question, I think if you ask me, what was that one thing that I would like, that one little life lesson? For me, is that I think people need to teach that failure is actually the best teachers. You shouldn't be afraid of failure. I think
We
they
put
should
a lot
allow
of stress
failure.
on
People
failing.
fail and that puts so much stress on people not wanting to fail that they end up not focusing on what they really should be focusing on, and their trajectory changes massively. But if you put failure as a great lesson, a teacher, which I think it is, then I feel it's something that I wish I could have because I think in Red FM days and all, the chance of wanting to even screw up one point was so heavy on us, right? Like I was sleeping on the floor, we literally were working 18 hours a day sometimes at one point, right?
And not because they wanted us to work 18 hours. We were doing it because we were enjoying it. And we felt like, ye apna
station hai,
like,
we were told you have to check this uplink system. If it goes off, then the radio goes off in the country. And so we're we're not sleeping, we're watching this little blinking lights, making sure the lights are blinking in the server rooms and everything.
Some drilling noise. It's gone. But so you're trying to say that you are a failure, Cyril. Don't feel
I am 100%. I'm sitting out here. So the point being is
perfect setup.
Right into the No, but I remember Jose and Cyril when I joined. It was more because I was just doing a weekend show, and it's almost so many years later, 22 years now. They both, I remember I had gone there and I was interviewed by Arun Puri that time, and I got through. But then I went.
Idli dosa?
Great joke with that.
I'm not cracking. Anyway, we can. So September, I think first week, September 7th, if I correctly remember, is the day first I went on air along with Jose. And then I met Cyril also. And then I would see these two guys who were so passionate about what they're doing that I used to wait for Saturdays to run to the recording. It was that mad. And they are like, he used to do a morning show, then he used to do an afternoon show, and sometimes he's filling in for somebody else, and Cyril is there constantly bringing out stuff and then handling other RJs.
We were waiting for Suresh to come so we can laugh.
Yeah.
At the end of the week, the whole week's really stressed out.
it was stressed out.
Suresh, so we can laugh here.
But I remember this beautiful thing. What was that game that we used to play?
Lagori.
Lagori nahi.
Counter-Strike.
Vietnam. We were playing it called Vietnam.
Choppers and all
Yeah,
that
Vietnam,
stuff.
that's
Okay,
Vietnam.
so Saturdays we have finished the whole thing, and then suddenly they have started making me play. And my wife is calling up and, where are you? And so I'm just still busy in a meeting. That's why we were playing. Recording.
It was fun because we used to play with Red FM versus Aaj Tak. Aaj Tak guys used to come. Sahil and all.
Okay, so this is going to be the last thing that
Oh,
somebody
no.
said, which is that when you're young, it feels a small thing to turn you
you on.
back on society, but as the years go on, it can be a lonely place out there.
Say again?
When you're young,
heavy
it
shit,
feels
bro.
a small thing to turn your back on society, but as the years go on, it can be a lonely place out there. Or basically, it's
Introvert.
trying to say that like you want to be away from society, but then as
Yeah.
you get older, you're like, no, I don't want. Like it's lonely out there, so you want friends.
Unless.
No.
That's
Yeah.
very true though.
I agree
No,
with that.
one
actually,
second.
but
Maybe he's talking at society meetings and all that stuff.
I've been doing that a lot of that.
Cyril, are you on this group?
That's me. I wrote that at the end of it.
But anyway, yes, please.
Yeah, no.
stay
I
up,
mean, actually, the ultimate introvert is sitting right here, and so I think you can answer that question first before I do.
What question?
And Suresh.
Oh yeah. No. I over the years I've realized that I want my family, but in the other room.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
We
dude,
love them.
It's a Patrice O'Neill joke, right? It's one of
Is
the-
it?
His joke was that women, if you want to know one thing about men, is that we want you around, but not here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now,
Yeah.
and now even my wife feels the same way about me. I want you around, but not necessarily in the
Close
same
focus,
moment.
yeah.
Yeah. So I genuinely believe that human beings are social creatures. So, and I love being alone. I love having my own time. But you know, when you reach the second half of your life, like I am at now, you realize that you need people around. You need family. We're social creatures, and I feel like sometimes I think about what my life would be like if I was just me alone playing video games all day. Oh shit! Wow. I mean, no, that would not be great. It would not be great. It would be very lonely. It'd be very lonely. So yeah.
Yeah, but also like sometimes you're looking forward to like just spending time alone, like listening to a podcast and walking is like a great
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Thoroughly enjoyable. But also when you enjoy time with friends and all.
Yeah. I
And
mean, we don't have
it's
any.
like
Yeah,
today.
yeah. But here's the deal. I think this is a question that's subjective to what you do in your life as well, right? Like for instance, we are media-based
Yeah.
careers, right? So you're used to being exposed to thousands and hundreds of people.
Don't do anything. I'm in the recording. Just don't do anything right now. Huh? That is number.
We're talking about media.
Yeah.
You can dub his voice.
Don't do
हाँ वो उसका वो क्रीम का दो दे देना
रैश आ गया वापस थोड़ा
पूरा जल रहा है उधर हाँ
एक लेफ्ट बॉल पे एक ही बॉल पे था
So on that note,
See,
it's been a pleasure.
this was a call
Yeah.
from a next generation to the father saying that is your card working, and I tell him no, it's not working. There's no money injected.
That's sweet.
This is FIFA payment happening now. What the hell?
Yeah. Oh,
FIFA?
wow.
Yeah.
Your son is joining
Football?
FIFA, yeah.
FIFA matlab PS5.
Oh,
Oh, I
PS.
thought your son is buying a football team.
I hope it has that.
He's won Inter Milan with Papa's HDFC credit card. A lot of points.
Hey, they're coming
I
up
hope this
Manchester
comes
United.
true. That sounds so
Coming to
great.
India.
Yeah. Anyway, this has been a pleasure once again. This has been an episode of Almost Kaan Masti.
Yes, yes.
Always fun.
Always fun, Sorabh.
Any thing you'd like to promote? एक का दो.
एक में और एक 2.
एक में और एक 2 is a
Come
play.
15th September, it's coming. It's available. I mean, we are
Arey, one day
performing
before my
on-
birthday.
Yeah, one day before your
One
birthday.
day
Yes.
after my birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's
Lovely.
14. Yeah.
So it's at NCPA. Book and come. Tickets available on Book My Show.
Yeah. And what about you, Jose? You have
Nothing. So you know, it's a rainy season. And imagine people who watch both the episodes back to back. Why the fuck is the same thing? No. If there is something to promote, Me and Cyril, and we're
that's
hoping
me.
Suresh will join us also. As we're planning to do more gaming.
Yeah.
We've been saying
Yeah.
this for almost like 8 years now,
Yeah.
but I finally put that wire that is required.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to do it. So please come to our YouTube channel and
Please.
we'll just be doing things. It's very niche. Niche actually is the right word.
Niche,
Yeah,
It's a
and
niche audience.
if you come around where we stay around the weekend, we're normally running around naked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
so
want me to
Cyril.
say-
Yeah,
Hey, please tell me time now last time.
Yeah, no. So I was
That's the
thinking,
second thing to see aside from Galaxy above me.
you see the galaxy itself and his anus.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Not your anus.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
anus.
Only
It's
first
a
day like
good-
this, and suddenly Cyril is running by. Everyone saying, Cyril,
Yeah. But I sing that song, no? I got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
So coming back to the mosquitoes.
Yeah. So but you're starting gaming. I want to see that. Gaming is the future.
Gaming is
of
what we are
everything.
No, we
doing.
spend a lot of our free time gaming. So we
Gaming.
said, why not convert that
Into money.
into yes.
Yeah,
I was
but
going to
it's
say
not recording
entertainment.
it and putting it
But-
out there.
Yeah, secretly money on it. Yeah.
So I have this insane idea of having a building with the three of us, just a 3-story building. The three of us are staying.
Yeah.
One side is our families, and one side is just us, and nobody comes there. And we're just playing games the whole day. And
Oh, I thought you were going to say start a massage parlor or something. Yeah, that works also. I'm
works.
game.
Massage, I
So
think
they
you
just
should
figured out everywhere to be away from his family. Like his family.
He's investing
But
in a
I've been
building.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the other side.
like
Your
you
families are viewing me.
Aiming and beaming. I know that.
Okay, on that note, like and subscribe, leave some comments, etc. And I'm on tour. Pune, I think, should be done by the time we release this. Bangalore, Bhubaneswar, Kolkata.
Thailand.
Thailand. Ho
Yeah,
Chi Minh
Thailand.
and Bangkok shows are happening. If you have friends, please say sorabh.com for tickets. Friends, it's always a pleasure. It's always a
Always.
pleasure. We did 2 episodes.
Likewise.
It was a
Thank you.
joy to behold. And sorry for the delay.
Not at all. This
What
was
delay?
I
beautiful.
apologize.
But,
I apologize for everything you had to go through today.
No,
Including the bad coffee that we had.
I think today felt
What
like
is he talking about?
like a smooth rectum operation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing that we are very grateful, Sorabh, you call us over here and you send us those lovely checks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really worth it.
I mean, they all will come.
Yeah.
The last ones also. It's
Oh,
yeah.
Last
You
time
said
वो
the
check
checks-
तो भेजा fit नहीं हुआ.
He missed out a thing. The checks, comma, will come.
All right. Thanks a lot for watching.
You should make a. You should
Oh,
make.
for me trying to end the
Yeah,
show.
you make
Yeah,
everybody
11
say,
minutes.
okay, the last thing, and you look at us like that. And as he's saying the last thing, we were like, so in the mountains, when I went over there, he's like, okay, one final guys, this is the last thing. On that note, you have like some 10
And I'm
minutes.
trying to end it for you guys, but you guys don't give a shit.
Yeah, I didn't even talk about Lou ka commode ka that cover that
It's happening
doesn't stay
again.
back.
Yeah. The Lou, what Lou?
The Lou ka that cover is there, na?
In the
When you
in the
go to
mountains.
place, when you mountains, and doesn't get it doesn't hold. Like what do you call that thing? The flap, the flap.
it doesn't stay
So
down.
doesn't stay up when you're peeing. It doesn't
Oh,
stay up.
you
and
need to
it-
buy- no, you need
and
to
when
bu-
you're peeing, it slowly starts coming down like this. I know, fuck. So I got
It's
some
crazy that you had that
about
thought. I know you wanted to end the podcast,
Yeah.
but you know that top cover, the
Flap, huh?
The flap, yeah,
na,
yeah.
The other day I realized that when it's down, you can't tell if things are flushed properly.
Correct.
So what if we create a transparent one, and then I realized that's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I gave up on that idea. That's I just
But
want to
I've
share
started
that.
putting this flap down now because I read an article that when you flush, it throws all the germs up
Yeah.
into the
No,
air.
that is a
and-
cover. That's a cover.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
sinking
yeah.
flap.
Tune in to
I heard that if
Govind's podcast.
If you flush
Yeah.
and you keep your mouth over it, it really is very nutritious.
Oh,
that's what I
nice.
heard.
And
Nice,
this you heard
nice.
from the same lady who was putting shit on her face.
She said it's great.
But this explains the smell.
I thought it was a musky.
You are looking fitter, but the smell is.
The glow on her
Even
face is
shittier.
good.
Yeah, it's a fishes.
Yeah.
Fishes on my fishes.
So on that note,
Yeah.
Yeah, but sorry.
this is the biggest motherfucker. Whenever you say we're gonna end this scene, he'll say, "Hey, you know."
But that's why pooping in the mountain is easier because it goes in the hole and it doesn't come out, and it's
Yeah.
good for the soil.
And now with all the rainwater
That's
getting
what he
things
said,
down, I'm
Yeah.
afraid to go to the mountains. Thank God.
No,
Put some seeds in there also.
You could put seeds out there at the end
Only
of it.
Matt Damon can tell us.
Yeah, but one guy I think what?
Mars में उसका shit से grew potatoes. No?
Oh,
Yeah.
Martian.
But I just want to put it out there to everyone who's on the mountains. Please respect people's toilets, right? Because I think what happened was that there were multiple camps in one of the camps, and then somebody just went and took a big ass dump in the thing. Did not put mud, took the seat out, and just left the poop right there. for the next person to come and see.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I just want to say that whoever you are,
Take a picture.
Please give us GPS location to batao. Will they know?
Imagine if you can take a Google Lens photograph and identify the person faces the shit. Oh my
That
god.
technology is coming. It's
Yeah,
coming.
yeah.
Suresh
Who
is
did
working on
it?
it.
This technology, that's a superb
Oh,
idea.
that's another idea of
yeah,
another
it's
class
called
idea.
PDA.
Yeah.
Like DNA, but poop DNA. PDA.
Oh shit.
Poop delineator. Poop decimator.
Yeah.
DNA analysis through the phone. My
Yeah, you have to put your phone into the poop.
Crime scenes, forensics, police application.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is the end of the show.
You should have
There's a
talked
great edit there because I've also been in my head editing Sorabh saying, so on that note, guys, listen, last one. And look at Suresh like that. Last one, Suresh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. On that
Let
note,
him in, let him in.
on that note,
On
guys.
this, on the latest
Why do you say note, by the way? You're not singing.
Because of the music.
Okay, so we'll sing and then you can say on that
Yeah,
note.
done. That's the end of the show. Hey, thanks, friends.
Thank you,
Thanks,
bro.
man.
Damn good
Thank
fun.
you so much. Now, when are we recording?
What about the podcast?
One day.
Christ.
Are we drinking downstairs?
Yeah.